Yes. We are back. Welcome to the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. My name is David, aka Christian, alongside Rasoop.
That's right.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah, this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. We are live right now. We are streaming to you from a fancy website called Streaming Live from the VI.com. That's the only way you can see this show. Get on our website and click on Watch Us Live, and guess what? You will see this show live. Real simple, you know? Gotta keep it simple so that everybody could sort of get in tune with the show. But you've been listening to Ras Batch, and I guess it said someone else was on this one too, Sue?
Yeah.
Huh? Say again?
Ras Attitude is on it as well.
This what you're hearing here is Ras Attitude?
And Ras Batch.
And Ras Batch, okay. You hear that voice there. You're probably wondering who that is. That doesn't sound like Soup or David. But we do have a very, very special guest in the studio tonight, Cherise King and FluterScooter. There they are, way to the crowd.
Hey. Hi.
There they are, right there. They are our guests tonight on the talk show. We're going to do a couple little demographic stuff real quick, and we're going to get right back into the interview with them. Just real quick here, I just want to let everybody know that we're on Facebook. Hit us up on Facebook. We have two Facebook pages, streaming live from the VI.com and the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. Our telephone number is 340-201-9005. Tweet with us on Twitter. Our Twitter account is VI Perspective. And am I forgetting anything? Matter of fact, what's most important here too is that this show is not on the radio. It is not on TV. You have to get on the internet.
Not yet.
Cherise is saying not yet.
I like that.
Yes. Big things have been happening. So yeah, that's it right there. But our guest tonight, Cherise King. There she is right there. And her guest is FluterScooter, man. So how you guys doing tonight?
Doing great.
Okay.
Very good.
Thanks for coming out to the studio
How
tonight.
are you enjoying St. Croix so far?
I love St. Croix. I just got here a few days ago, and I've been at the beach, in the rainforest. I love everything about it. I want to move here. I want to get a treehouse.
The first time you've been here? The first time you coming here?
Yeah, the first time I've been here.
Okay.
And I'll definitely be back. I want to come back as soon as possible.
Welcome to Santa Cruz.
That's it right there, man. Thank you for coming.
We've been having a blast.
Okay. So what do you guys? I'm assuming, Cherise, that you've been playing tour guide.
Oh, yes,
So
I have.
where have
I had
you
the
taken
pleasure but I've been rediscovering my island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to check out the Dambaya Arts dancers over at Villa Morales.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Okay.
Nice vibe over there. We've been on the beaches. We saw Junior P performing.
Okay.
We've been doing lots of stuff.
Okay. You get a chance to get to the beach yet? Do any swimming?
I don't swim because of my hair.
Okay.
Oh my God.
My extensions.
Okay.
I don't ever go in the water, but I enjoy being at the beach
Okay.
and tan.
Okay.
Okay.
There it is right there, man.
I hear you.
So you guys are probably wondering too, FluterScooter.
Yes.
Tell us what that's all about.
The name FluterScooter kind of came about when I was in the studio, and when I was living in New York, I used to go in really late on my scooter in any type of weather. So I was like, I think it was like in the middle of winter, it was like 20 degrees or something like that. I had my scooter. I used to live in Brooklyn, and I drove to the sound, what was it called? Something sound studio in Midtown. It's a long drive, and I always had my flute on my back. And the producers just ended up calling me FluterScooter, and it kind of just stuck. So.
Okay.
But now I kind of took that name and I made it into my own brand. And FluterScooter is known to pretty much most flutists as a very popular flute case cover.
Oh, really? Okay.
A flute bag, basically a purse for your flute.
Okay.
For your flute case. I mean,
She came with her bag.
Okay.
this is one of them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Most flutists know about these. I just came back from a flute convention in Chicago. Where
Okay.
I was selling the bags and everything.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So FluterScooter, is that your brand? That's your. Okay.
It's my
Okay.
brand and my artist name. and,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good, man. Good.
So how does one purchase one of these lovely bags?
On my website, FluterScooter.com.
Okay, cool.
I'm also on Facebook, FluterScooter, Twitter, FluterScooter.
Okay.
Everywhere online.
Okay.
And
okay.
she actually rides a scooter. Check her page out.
I do
yes.
ride a scooter.
Oh,
So you stick
Oh,
with the
yeah.
scooter.
I don't have one here yet, but I should.
Take the scooter.
I gotta get used to driving on the left-hand
The left-hand
side.
side.
so-
Yes.
Yeah, I guess tonight is Cherise King and FluterScooter. So what else have you guys done since you've been here? I mean, just you've been east, west, north, and south.
I've only been here for a few days, so
Oh man,
we
you
have a
can,
lot.
you can see the all of St. Croix in one day.
One day.
We have a lot more to do.
She's been far east and she's been far west. DV, we went up to DV.
Okay.
Okay.
And then she's been down on the beach.
Okay.
You know,
Nice.
we got
Okay.
to see some fire dancers the
Okay.
other night
Where was that at?
in Frederickstead.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So you're liking it so far, and you're gonna come back?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, the lady says she want to move and build a tree house.
Yeah.
here.
Oh, that's right. She did say that. She wants to build a tree house here.
Yes.
We need to figure that out. and,
Yeah. No beach house, but tree house, right?
Tree house, much better than beach house.
Okay. Well, that's it right there, man. There, our guest, Cherise.
Going to your interview.
Yeah. Just kind of just lead it on.
We just follow along.
All right. So, I think you said you were from Philadelphia originally. I've been thinking New York.
Well, originally I am from Philadelphia, and then I lived in New York for 12 years, but I just moved back to Philadelphia right before I came here, actually. Just didn't want to be in New York anymore, but I also lived in Tokyo for about a year and a half, like in between the New York thing and
And you're just returning from Japan, right?
I was in Japan last month for about 2.5 weeks, and then I was in Philly for a little, then Chicago, then I'm here, then I'm back to Philly, and then I'm back in Japan in the end of September.
Cool. What was your trip like? To
Japan?
Japan? Yeah, I've never been. I've always wondered, what it would be like there. What was that experience like?
I mean, this is probably my 15th time going.
Oh, well, it must be a beautiful place.
Yes, it gotta be.
I keep going back, and I just see different things every time I go. I mean, it's such a beautiful country, not just Tokyo. I mean, I've been going out in the country and doing all sorts of things. I was there in April just performing in concert halls. In the fall, I go up to Fukushima and volunteer. I've been doing that for the past 2 years, and I'm going to do that again. But the real reason I'm there is I'm putting together a show with holographic projections of myself. And if you're familiar with, did you see the Tupac hologram thing?
I
Or
saw
Michael
that.
Jackson
Yeah, I saw
hologram?
that. Yeah.
So basically, I kind of saw that, and I've always done shows with live visuals and visual art and just technology, and this is kind of taking it to the next level. So I saw that and I was like, wow, well, I'm a classical flutist, and what if I had holograms on stage with me? So that's my project that I'm doing in Japan, because it was hard to do it in the States because they weren't really into the project, and then I contacted a bunch of different people who had this technology. First of all, it's super expensive right now to use it, but in Japan they were open to a collaboration, so I've been working with this tech and production company, and I was just there in July to rehearse the show and to just have some meetings, and I was only there for a short time, and then also my flute bags are sold in Japan, so I met with my dealers there, so I always have things to do in Japan.
So we have a lot of amazing things to look forward to.
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
and also the hologram, the performance, which is going to be on September 29th. I'll put links to it on my website, my Facebook. It's also going to be live streamed, so everyone,
29th?
yeah, everyone
So
can
mark your
see it.
dates.
Okay.
Everyone can see it. So
Okay.
The Flute, quick question. Who's the hologram of?
myself,
Yourself?
yeah.
Okay.
So there's about 4 pieces. It's just a showcase. It's about a 20-minute performance just for this one, and it's me and 2 other hologram FluterScooters, I call them. So there's one piece where it's just me and 2 others.
Okay.
They're kind of they've been videotaped already. I did a video shoot
Right.
in Tokyo with all the these holograms, and I did that in April. So we have all the video content done. I mean, one piece is just with 3, and then one piece is with about 9 FluterScooters. Some of them are small, some of them are big. Some of
Oh,
them are-
really? Okay.
Yeah, and they do tricks and stuff.
Oh.
And also there's like some video, holographic video in the background, and background images, and also just the scenery is holographic. So
Yeah.
we're going to see like fish,
Yeah.
going in front of me. So like I'm in a...
Like in a
An
tank, like you're in an aquarium
aquarium,
kind of
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Okay. Super, we got to put that on our list.
Definitely.
Yeah, we got to put that on our list and try that for the show, see how that works out. So, I mean, when did you start liking to play the flute? I mean, what was the early start of that?
Well, I started playing piano when I was 3. Just started listening to things on the radio, and I played them from ear, and then started piano lessons a little after that, and my piano teacher discovered that I had perfect pitch, and I'm sure you guys know what perfect pitch is. I can just... Like this song is in E minor,
Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
like the background song.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if that's coming through on the thing. So
Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
tell what notes and what keys
Keys.
things are without having to play them. It's just like...
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so then I was mostly playing piano until I was like 9, and then I wanted to play something in the school band,
Okay.
so I can just play. And then there was a flute in my house, so I just started playing, and I loved the sound, and I just loved the flute music, and I just kept doing it. But I kept playing piano at the same time, so
Okay. Okay.
and I still play piano,
Okay. Good, man. Good.
keyboards, and
Yeah,
Very
very
versatile.
Yeah, man, definitely. And so I guess you did some stuff, I mean, throughout high school, junior high, high school, and maybe you went to school and you just kind of continued on with your career, and as far as playing the flute.
I was touring a lot in high school with orchestras. I kind of went to Europe a lot, and just as part of orchestras. So I did it, from an early age, and then I got accepted into Juilliard, and I went there for my undergrad, and then again for my master's.
Okay.
So, and then I just stayed in New York after
Okay.
that, and freelanced, and then just started my own businesses after that.
Okay.
And,
Do you have any of your own CDs? I mean, like that.
Yes.
Okay.
They're on iTunes. One of them is a classical relaxation album. It's called In Flute and Shoal, and the other one is a,
Nice.
Okay.
a holiday album called Holiday Treasures.
Okay, I have to get that from
And
you
I
after
want
the
to
show.
do some more recording projects. It's been a while, but I want to do something with more of a video element to it, so it's
Okay.
almost like a video album. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm really into like visuals, and
Yeah.
I just, especially for classical music, I feel like it needs broader audiences, and
Yeah.
to have something that they could identify with, like a story or a picture, and
Okay.
so that's I think my next project. I don't want it to be like an audio CD.
Okay. Okay.
Have you actually worked together?
Have we worked together?
Yeah.
Yeah. We used to write songs back in Brooklyn, and we're going to be doing that a lot more while I'm here. And I'm looking forward to it, because Cherise is such a talent, and
Yeah.
writes
you.
such great lyrics too. I mean,
That's
and not
right.
just the vocal talent, but the writing talent.
Oh,
So
right.
Right.
excited to do more while I'm here.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who are some of the artists that you've been privileged to work with?
Okay, most recently, I'm featured on Rick Ross's last album, Mastermind. The track is called, I'm pretty excited about that. The track is called Paradise Lost, and there's a flute solo through the whole thing. I mean, the intro, the outro is like all me freestyling,
Yes,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome how it happened. I go down to Miami a lot to work with some producers that were like through friends of mine. They were just like, oh, come down, work with these guys. I'm like, all right, sure. And, we just started writing, and, they had beats already, and then I would just kind of freestyle over them, and then they cut them up. And then the Rick Ross thing, I found out that was placed. And then a little after that, I went down again, and we did Big Homie, which is Puff Daddy's latest single, and it's the first single off his new album,
Oh, really?
which
Okay.
is going to be coming out. I'm not sure when it's coming out, but it's the first single from it.
Okay.
And that's featuring Rick Ross.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
French
okay.
Montana.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay, I know French Montana.
Really
So
big.
those are the most recent projects, and those are pretty recent actually. And there'll be some more stuff.
Yeah, because that
Yeah.
Mastermind album came out, I think, earlier this year, I believe. Yeah, it's
in
fairly
the
new.
spring.
Yeah, it's fairly
in the
new album.
spring, so
Yeah.
I did a lot of other stuff with those producers that'll be
coming out soon. Okay.
And tell us about the Knicks game.
Oh yeah. I played the national anthem at the New York Knicks, one of their games, and also in LA for the Lakers too.
Oh really? Okay.
So that was a cool honor. It's kind of nervous being in the middle of a basketball court with a bunch of basketball players around me and just like people
All up around, yeah. All
yeah, so
around.
that was pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice. So who are some of your musical influences?
I like Jethro Tull is like a band from the 70s, and their foreman was like a flutist, and he was a singer and a flutist, and he just did crazy stuff, and he was just really brought the flute to rock music and just popular music, and really just made it kind of cool. And that was like the first non-classical music that I listened to, and I still listen to it. So as far like flute-wise, I think.
So this is a band that you listen a group?
Jethro Tull.
Is he still
back from the
alive?
70s. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he still plays. They're still on tour.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Just to have that flute in the forefront of a band, or just as a non-traditional classical instrument, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So classical music is your.
I love classical music. That's my background,
Okay.
but I always like to flip it and do it in a way that's my own and not so traditional. I guess.
Right.
So,
Yeah, you gotta put your own style.
Your
know?
twist to it, yeah. You
yeah,
gotta put your own
yeah.
twist to it. Okay.
So you were also working with some children in Japan. Were you doing like
yeah.
workshops or?
I was, and that's what I'm going back to do. And I always doing that in the spring too. I was doing some school concerts and working with flute students there, and I actually arranged a piece of music for a flute choir that was the song of the Japanese earthquake. So we performed it, and we actually performed it twice, in April and then also in October up in Fukushima. That's the original flute ensemble I arranged it for. So I work with a lot of schools and students, and I love going to Japan and doing outreach there. And
I noticed in a lot of your pictures, and I mean it's like tons of children with flutes there.
Oh, really?
It's
Okay.
like, yeah.
Okay.
But how do kids now react to when you say you play the flute? I mean, do they, they don't like that. They rather play the drum, or I mean.
not in Japan. I think it's different over there. I think they think it's maybe a little more cool.
To play the flute as opposed to the drum? Wow.
Well, girls. I mean,
Okay.
guys don't really choose the flute. They would rather play like the guitar or drums or something.
Okay.
Pretty
So
rare.
it is pretty rare for a guy to play the flute. Maybe like 5% of all flutists are guys.
Okay.
Maybe so. It's mostly a
Okay.
girl's instrument, but
Interesting.
I think people like it. It's one of the most popular instruments people choose to play. When they have to play in band, and
Okay.
so I enjoy teaching and giving workshops and all of that.
Okay.
And I was told the other day that music therapy is good, like with children.
Okay.
Like helping with discipline, and helps them to focus in school too.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Okay.
That's kind of why I created that CD. The classical relaxation was supposed to be. Well, it was actually created for like pregnant mothers to play it while they were pregnant. And then it was a weird way to that I ended up doing that CD, and then I just used it for like a relaxation album. So it's something that you'd really play to just kind of meditate to and just chill out.
And just relax
But it's
too.
classical. It's just like in the background. It's just like light and.
Okay.
But it is therapeutic. I mean, all music, especially classical, I think has that element to it, the therapy. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So some of the places that we might see you at while you're here. Would be, I know we were talking about Carambola, because normally they have the fire dancers down there.
Yeah.
And,
Yes. Okay.
So we're gonna try to.
Yeah, I
get
want
over
to
there.
try and go to some of the resorts and hopefully do some playing over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all going in town on Saturday for the Peace Jam in Frederiksted?
Oh,
I didn't know about it.
sure.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pressure and his crew
Yeah.
is having a Peace Jam. Well, he having one Saturday in St. Thomas, and then Sunday will be over here in St. Croix and Fort Frederick.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And
And
then too, he's shooting
Video.
that video for the Firebond video also.
Cool.
Nice.
Saturday and
And
Sunday
Sunday.
morning.
Money.
They're doing the
Oh.
video and then they have the
Really?
Frederiksted. So
And they
make
have
sure you
the-
ladies
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah.
Saturday and Sunday night from 8 o'clock, there'll be the free reggae concert in town in Frederiksted.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. Our guest tonight is Cherise King and FluterScooter. They I gotta take my time and say that and make sure I get it right. FluterScooter.
FluterScooter.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out. So what else is sort of been happening with you?
I also run another business, which is a flute magazine, and it's also online. And we also kind of have a format like this, which I think is really cool that you guys are doing just a Ustream interview
Right.
series, because what we do at the Flute View is we have live interviews. However, we do them with people all over the world. So you just log in. We've been doing it through a format called Spreecast, but we're probably going to change that. But so we can interview, let's say I'm here and Cherise would be in St. Croix, we could still do the interview online and it would be live.
Neat.
So that's we've probably done 10 live interviews so far.
Okay.
Or-
So everybody's kind of linked together on this
yeah, it
interview?
almost looks like there's like 4 squares. It's me, my 2 other partners, and the person that we're interviewing, and
Okay.
it's all live, and we do it about once a month.
Okay.
And it's all flute, and
Okay.
we have about 650 subscribers. But it's also an online magazine. We have articles.
Okay.
I'm one of the editors with my 2 other partners. And,
Okay.
so that's kind of keeping me busy in
Yeah,
addition
cool,
to the flute bags and performing. I just did a performance up in Pennsylvania for a flute camp, and I also did a pretty cool show in Chicago actually a few days ago, I guess, for the flute convention. And I performed behind a screen with a strobe light projecting behind me, so you could only see the shadow.
The
Like I said,
shadow.
I like the visual things, and I did a piece at the end, which was called Rapid Fire. And this is a little weird, I guess, at the end, because the piece is about like gun violence. And I pulled up the screen, and I was like covered in blood.
Okay.
It was like a message piece,
Yes.
but it was pretty powerful.
Okay.
And I like doing performances kind of like
Yeah.
off the cuff like that. And,
Yeah, it seems kind of different kinds of
just to-
stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, because a lot of musicians don't do that. It's more of like an art
Okay.
thing, but I like to give a message, some kind of message.
With your performance, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have a video of that at some point, so I'll have that up on my page too. But yeah,
Okay. Okay. You guys okay? You guys need a break? You just want to continue on? You guys?
I had another question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. This is Reese. You run the route. You run.
So when you're not on your scooter or playing flute, like, what can we find you doing?
oh, then I'm not FluterScooter if I'm not.
Not a flute or
I don't
scooter.
know. God, everything I do is just my work. Pretty much. I'm just trying to perform as much as possible. But what I do in my free time, I like to tan by the beach.
Oh, that's cool.
Just
And she's been doing a lot of that.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Since we've been here.
I'll get a little darker by the time.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I this sounds like cliche, but I really love what I do, and it doesn't feel like work. So,
Yeah.
I like spending time, writing articles for the magazine, really getting my flute bags out there, and I'm sure there's other stuff I like to do. I just can't think of it.
Yeah.
How long you selling these flute bags now, Fluter?
About 3.5 years. The
Okay.
business is about 3.5 years old, and I
Okay.
have dealers all over the world and customers all over the world. And
Okay.
like I said, flute players know what this is.
What this is about?
Yeah.
But the bags can also be used as handbags. I mean, I've been asked, like, oh, that's a really cute like bag or purse. Like
Right.
you'd never know there's a flute in it,
Inside of it.
even
right.
though there is.
Yeah.
You know, it works.
Yeah.
It could work as a
You
purse.
can hit,
It's a
you can hit the
little-
streets
yeah,
of
it's
New
a
York with that
little
at night. You know.
So,
But I wanted to ask you, you mentioned a few times in conversation about these camps. So these are just young kids camps?
oh,
You have
camps.
these food
Oh.
camps? Are these like young kids?
No, actually, the one in Pennsylvania was for adults. It wasn't like
Okay.
a kiddie camp. It was
Okay.
mostly like college age and above. So, yeah, I
The-
work with all ages, all levels. of
Okay.
flute, yeah.
So you're giving instruction to them on how to play the flute and just some, maybe some advanced
Yep.
techniques and that kind of
Yep.
stuff? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good.
What in your flute life? What are some things that you have learned over time, like advice that you would give to someone that is into music or pursuing a musical career?
Someone that is like doing music right now.
Yeah, or even someone that has a dream of, I'm sure you had to think through the plan of having the FluterScooter business, your bags.
Yeah,
And I'm sure there were some challenges that you may have faced, like
there were. Yeah. I mean, I guess the most important thing is to find what you really want to do and identify that, and then kind of just go with it. And that, not just in flute life, obviously. My flute life is my life. So I think that can. I mean, I just gave a lecture at Juilliard. I'm going to be also teaching there in the fall.
it's a big school.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
They just started an entrepreneurship program, and I think that's pretty cool because a lot of musicians don't, and I'm speaking for myself too, like didn't know what to do when we were out of school. So this program is to help those students, and they're bringing in alumni to help guide them. And I had mentioned, the most important thing is to find what you're really passionate about, not just playing the instrument, and it goes beyond that. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to do, music therapy? Do you want to have your own music therapy business? Do you want to do arrangements and but it has to be, you have to be thinking about it as a business, and you have to be thinking about that early. You can't just, it has to be while you're in school, even high school. I mean,
Yeah.
you really have
Get
to,
that early
these days,
start.
and these days I think we have an advantage, especially, look what we're doing now. We're live streaming out the world. Everyone can watch this. We have so much at our fingertips that can be utilized in really creative ways, and now's the time to do it. So
Yeah.
I think we have to use that technology. Look what the pop artists are doing. I mean, we don't have to be, as an instrumentalist, we don't have to be so far behind. We
Right.
can really use this.
Yeah.
So.
Have you done anything with reggae music as you're here?
I want to. I mean,
You're gonna check out Tippy's studio for
Oh.
sure, for sure.
I'll
really?
play.
Okay.
I'll play
Yeah.
some reggae music.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, there's
Great.
a strong reggae community here. I wasn't sure, what would really be the music of St. Croix, but I noticed it's mostly
And then
reggae. and
Corbett
I
too.
like it.
Have you introduced her to the local Corbett music, Cherise?
Not as yet. We haven't gotten to do that. We've been into video shoots and all kinds of
Okay,
stuff since we've been here.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Corbett, they play like a lot of instrumental in
What's it called?
Quelbe.
Quelbe.
Quelbe. Q-U-E-L-B-E.
Quelbe.
Yeah.
Traditional music.
It's
traditional
the
music.
traditional local music here. So you have
Yeah.
scratch, you have like the scratch,
The scratch, yeah.
a shack,
Yeah.
a banjo,
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And a flute,
and
right?
a flute.
And a flute, exactly.
The flute.
Me.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We
something,
Before you leave, we see if we get you some music of it, and you can listen to it.
Quelbe. I'll make sure
Yeah.
we check that out.
Quelbe.
yeah. So good. So I guess like you're having a good time so far.
Oh yeah, I love it. Like I said.
Yeah.
You just came on vacation. You came to do a particular project. here in St. Croix.
Cherise told me she was here. We were in touch, and I was like, St. Croix. That sounds cool. I want to come out and like let's just work and and get a feel for it and just start something here and hopefully keep it going and
Okay.
come back and
Keep it going some
do all
more.
that. I want to play here. I want to work in some schools and with students, just all types
Okay.
of stuff I think
Yes.
could work here. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That could work. That definitely
Yeah.
could work. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the It's Your Perspective Talk Show. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Yes.
We are back. We're with Cherise King and FluterScooter. There they
Oh,
are.
yeah,
Live and
with my
direct
flute.
from
Yes.
beautiful island of St. Croix, coming to you live.
Yeah, she has a flute with her now. She took it out of her bag. We're just gonna
Soothing.
just continue on the interview a little bit, and then I think she's gonna maybe play a song or two, maybe. You have more questions?
I do.
Okay.
Go ahead, Cherise.
So, what are some of the other instruments that you play? Other music?
Other flutes, I do play other kinds of flutes besides piano and organ. I play. I've been studying shakuhachi, which is a Japanese bamboo flute, which is really, really difficult because it's just a different type of way you're blowing into the instrument. It's like down this way, not this way. And I also put, it's and the music. You read music that's actually not like music notes. It's written Japanese characters, so it's totally like backwards than what we're used to, like reading music. So I find it a challenge, and I love the music though. It's really haunting, very Japanese sounding.
That must mean that you understand the Japanese
Language.
sort of
Yeah,
thing.
I mean I speak enough Japanese that I can get by over there, but don't ask me to say anything.
Like me going to Puerto
That's
Rico. Hola,
embarrassing.
si.
No, it's a little better than that. But yeah, I play that, and I also play another Japanese flute called the shinobue, which is a little another bamboo flute, but they play it for festivals, so that one's a bit easier, but it's also a cool sound. I also studied the Indian bansuri flute for a few years, and that is an amazing instrument, also bamboo, but it's a different kind of bamboo, and it's a bit longer than this flute, and the scales and the rhythms. I mean, if you know Indian music, it's crazy, just the polyrhythms of like 7 beats, and then all kinds of cool scales and like musical modes and stuff like that. So I play that, and I also play Native American flute, which is a wood flute, usually made out of cedar, and I have a few of those that I like to play too. And then it's just solo instruments. I play them in the studio. I have a Chinese flute. I have a bunch of different flutes.
Pretty impressive. Huh?
I also play.
Yeah.
I have an alto flute, which is this but lower. Piccolo. There's so many different kinds of flutes. But this, I should mention, is all gold. It's 14 karat. This is a pretty nice flute.
Yes.
Oh, and I just noticed something. This is really funny. This is from the concert. This is some of the fake blood right here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, really? I think I saw it.
I
Yeah.
Fake
should have
blood.
cleaned that. Oops.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And we're gonna get to hear you play this.
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit,
I
right?
should
Okay.
have cleaned that.
You
But,
you mentioned a concert.
yes.
that you're having.
Well, my next concert. Well, I'll probably have. Well, my next concert is the one in Japan on the 29th. I don't think I have anything before that. But then I'm doing another performance around Philadelphia in October. I believe it's the 26th, where it's like a Japanese, almost like a cultural exchange thing. They're bringing a traditional Japanese dancer and a koto player, which is like a plucked string instrument. They're bringing them over from Japan, and I'm going to be playing this flute, which is a Western flute, along with their Japanese traditional instruments. So it's almost like America and Japan combined, and everything about that event will be like that. So it's going to be really cool, and they're making a kimono for me. I went to Japan to do a fitting for this kimono. I think my pictures are up on my Facebook
I
page.
saw one in your
Yeah.
pictures. Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing kimono, and there's a fashion designer, a Japanese fashion designer, who's making the kimono into a dress for me to wear at the concert. So
Nice.
that's what I like to do also. Like, I like to have my own unique costume that nobody else has. So that's going to be pretty special.
You have any input in those kind of things, or they just kind of say?
No, she's the designer, so she can do what she wants.
She can do what
and
she-
then I'm sure she'll make it cool.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Good,
that's
man.
the-
Sounds exciting, man. I want to be a flutist. Hey, man.
We're gonna be trying to do a few classes here, so I'll let
Okay.
you know when.
Yeah.
when
Yeah, I'll make a stab at it. You know, I'm an IT guy during the day. I'm a talk show host during the night. You know,
Jack of all trades.
fitting the flutist there somewhere. So yeah, if you don't mind, if you could just maybe
Yeah.
play a few bars.
I'll play. I'll play with one of the songs I'm playing in my Japan, the show with the hologram. So basically, a little background on the piece. It's called Syrinx, and it tells the story of it's a myth of Pan and Syrinx, and I don't have to go into Pan. Like the goat, half goat.
Yeah.
The goat.
Yeah.
The goat with the half goat, and then Syrinx is this like water nymph, and she like rejects Pan, and I guess he turns her into like leaves, not leaves, like water leaves, like reeds, water reeds. So when I'm performing this with the holograms, it's going to be Pan on the one side, Syrinx on the one side, and then I'm going to be in the center, kind of in between their interaction. So it's going to be, it should be cool. And then obviously one of my costumes, I'm a goat. So
Well,
wow.
what?
yeah,
Yeah. So check the
yeah.
Facebook page or the website for links on that. So I'll just play a little of that piece, and it's a pretty popular flute piece written by Claude Debussy. So
Okay. All right. So we're gonna hear
right.
FluterScooter
Yes.
play something here, and here we go.
Beautiful.
That's very, 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 very nice. Thank
Really,
you,
really
man.
nice.
Yes, Scooter.
I was like-
that's hot.
With it.
Yeah, that's very
So-
nice.
And that's an instrument that you would need to like really keep your lungs and everything healthy with. What are some of the things that you do to keep that beautiful sound? That was really nice.
as far as my lungs, it's just a lot of practice. There's nothing else, I guess.
Jogging? No.
No, I just try to keep healthy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no jogging.
Yes.
That
was really
I'm pretty
nice.
lazy. Well, except for the flute.
The flute, yeah, playing the flute, yeah.
That was
Wow.
beautiful. Really nice.
Yeah, that was nice. That was
Yeah.
really nice.
Well, we want to say thank you for coming out.
Thank you for having
And,
me. I'm excited that I got to do this and,
Yeah, it's
be a part of
It's
the
a- it's-
Virgin Island
yeah,
experience.
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
It's
got a whole-
Awesome.
yeah. We got a whole kind of vibe going on here. But thank you very
Yeah.
much for coming out.
Definitely.
Cool. Thanks again.
And you're always welcome. Whenever you come back, you can always
Thank
come
you.
on.
Thank you.
And
Don't be a stranger to the island now, Scooter.
I won't. You have to see me scooting around,
Yes.
playing the Quelbe music
yeah, I don't know if you've noticed.
while I'm scooting.
Yeah, I don't know if you've noticed that. You don't see too many scooters around here.
No, you don't. I thought I'd see more, and it's mostly bigger trucks. I guess because there are a lot of potholes on the road.
Yes.
So I think I would
Crazy.
probably wipe
Crazy.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
So maybe not a great idea to do that. but
Yeah, yeah.
The animals were really fascinating to her.
Oh yeah.
She
Oh, my
was-
God.
Oh, you mean like?
Oh, I
chicken?
didn't. I need to mention that. I'm really impressed, and like the animals just wild and just
Rolling around.
Like it's like, oh, that's a rooster right there. I mean, I'm not used to that, but then there's like wild horses. You just see horses on the street. I love that.
Okay.
Like I like animals.
Okay.
So just the fact of just like, oh, that's a goat, that's a mongoose, and I have like geckos like on the outside of my window. It's just like so cool.
Yeah.
Like I'm not used to that at
The
all.
lizard, yeah.
And they're all like cool animals. I saw some really cool like crabs or something by the beach that just a lot of crabs crossing the road and mongooses.
Have
Yeah.
you seen the iguanas as yet?
Well, iguana, yeah, the bigger iguanas,
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
I
quite a
think
few.
we saw, and I love mangoes, so that's a cool.
Did
Oh,
you get
yes.
any?
On her first day.
I think I've had like 4 a day on average.
Oh, really? Okay.
And the
Oh, yeah.
kinnips.
Yes, you tried those too, right?
Yeah, I love
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Mango and kinip. And,
Yeah, nice.
I like the local. I always, whenever I travel, I like the local,
Okay.
local stuff. But I just love mangoes anyway. It's a totally, and the avocados here are
Yeah.
just so much better. I mean, wow, that's like what an avocado should taste like. It's
Tastes
so
like,
good.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, the quality of everything so fresh.
The
That's
sun and the water.
so when I have my tree house, the mangoes will be like right up there, and I could just be like,
Okay.
like a monkey.
Yeah. Well, thank you for coming on the show. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
thank
this.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Cherise, thank you as well
Yeah, thank you,
for-
Cherise.
for finding-
for
problem. Thank
putting
you.
this all together here.
Yes.
And much success to you as you move forward. You know.
Thank you.
Yes, and
Thank
all,
you.
in
Best
all
of
your
luck.
endeavors, your business and your on your concerts and
Thank you.
everything else that you're doing.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make sure that you keep a link with us too, that you keep us informed when you're
For
gonna
sure.
have these shows that we
Yeah.
could always come
Yeah.
and
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, because I'll
Okay.
definitely come check them out. Yeah. So that's FluterScooter. She's our guest tonight. Cherise King is our guest tonight. Thank both of you for coming out and spending a little bit of time with her. I know you guys are busy running, doing this, doing that. I know Cherise is playing tour guide too, but doing these
Oh,
other
yes.
things she's doing. But
Video
thank you for
shoot with
coming
Rass
out.
Attitude today.
Okay. Yeah. You want to talk about that? I mean, can you or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and just say a few things. You
Yeah,
know.
we've been busy doing that. We had a video shoot with Rass Attitude from Boondock City.
Yeah, man.
Went out
That's his thing.
to Buck Island, had some beautiful models. Big ups to Aman and Malika Lopez and Stacy Hodge and Russ Batch helped with the filming and stuff. It was really nice.
Okay.
Exciting.
Great.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. Good.
And that was for I forgot to say that was for the single No Matter What.
No
Okay.
matter what.
When is that going to be dropping?
Hopefully by next week.
Oh, really?
And the
Okay.
video maybe in 2 weeks.
Okay.
And I'm definitely gonna bring a copy of the.
Okay.
Music,
Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you very much for that.
Through the scooter, were you able to go to Buck Island?
I didn't get to go to Buck Island today. I will go during my time here,
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Okay.
It's a nice, it's a nice view. Nice.
You know,
Yeah, nice
it looks.
view.
I've seen it from here, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
so, yeah.
You gotta you see from the other way.
I know.
We're gonna check out a few of the studios here to see if we can definitely get into some reggae music.
Mhm.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did mention
The reggae vibe.
Tippy.
Yeah, we're gonna
Okay.
check out up there and see what other studios we can get to. And
Yeah.
yes.
Tippy's supposed to be in.
He's gonna be here tomorrow.
Cool.
Yeah, he's coming
nice.
to talk not so much about the music, but the was it
Moringa Lion.
The Moringa Lion.
Okay. The
Yeah.
powder.
The
The
tea.
powder and the
Oh.
tea, the
Yeah.
capsule.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Moringa is a plant here. Very powerful for any kind of ailments that you got.
Is that like
Like-
the soursop tea?
Something like that. But
I had
Yeah.
that the other day.
yeah.
Yes.
Like I said, I like to try all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made me really sleepy though. It knocked me out. I was like,
Yeah.
We give it to young babies that don't want to sleep at night.
Yes.
You make the soursop bush, give them some tea.
Yeah.
Knock them right out.
They
Knock
go
them
right
right
to
out. Yeah.
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 So,
It sounds like Cherise has really been getting you kind of hooked up with what's happening around
yes,
here.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. Well, is any other thing any big ups to anybody that you
Yeah, you want to.
any shout outs to anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I'm just Cherise and you guys. Thank you again for having me, and shout out to the Virgin Islands.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's that
Yeah.
says it all right there, man. All right. In closing, Soup Man. This is the It's Your Perspective talk show. It is Wednesday, August 13, 2014. We'll be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Again, we got another special guest coming in the studio. Guaranteed to be some good stuff, entertaining, educational, more importantly, I would say, than anything else. Once again, I'd like to thank FluterScooter and Cherise King for coming in, and I'm just gonna play a little bit of Midnight, and then actually I'm gonna switch over real quick to the new Midnight CD we got last night and play just maybe one or two songs from that. And then after that, we're just going to drop off, and that'll be it. Thanks, everybody. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Any final words?
340-201-9005. One Perfect Love. FluterScooter. Hope you enjoy the island. Hope you have fun. Cherise, take care of her. What you say.
Yes, I will
All right.
definitely.
All right. Thank
Be
you.
safe and have a good night.
Yeah.
All right. You too.
We'll play some music here. Stand by.
distance. Steady in the road, as life situation push us around. Couldn't foresee these things would have come down. Remember childhood days and take a good look around. There's a kind of meeting that they call them up down. From people are excited and the people up down. They have to remind of humanity song. Who just preserve and remain among. And it's funny how our hobbies and pastime run. Diversion, every tactics, mental stimulation. The entertainment value is the gratification. They will judge it by ratings, drop out the weak one. The human said they need to fill their lives up with fun. Cause life is a comedy and tragedy song. Rastafari bind up the broken heart in one. Just now approach this thing as trivial. Yeah. Carnal and carnivorous is the flesh speak up. Some are the birds of prey, some the disposition of a dove. Some are indifferent to the principle of love. Some feel better in pull, tugging and shove. Which one of these are you one of them up? Some say they don't qualify as none of the above. Some other piece of lemon in a soda name club. Some draw a weapon in a building name club. As a well of the policeman have a weapon name club. Just have a medic in a group named Dog. Whole father Israel, Abraham, Jacob. And the I see the sea, I the fullness son. It's the old ship as I am the anointed one. The Lord is my shepherd, is not an elitist one. A shepherd is a one in lonely condition. That was not the master from the plantation. Dealing with difference and differentiation. They say everything haphazard, there's no master plan. But his foundation is in the holy mountain. Every single see I lion in a Zion. And yes, the back of feet, pay him in a reparation. Insufficient. For life it was insufficient. In the device your man be no be contribute and stand. Don't make them take away your ambience. Don't make them dampen the spark of your ambience. Hold the city in a solemnity, hold it in a reverence. Stand before the holy one of iration. In any situation where the priest not pardon, they have to go through multiple consideration. Your mercy unto whom favor fall upon. They are sufficient on earth, this kingdom come. Tell them a flatter along and shatter along the generation. Everything haphazard, there's no master plan. But his foundation is in the holy mountain. I still see I in yonder. In a Zion and yes, the battlefield, pay him in a reparation. Have them involved in a civic, in a meditation, where they all can reach their fullness potential. I keep a vision of my nation as healthy and strong. Like the mango young, under the backboard of bam. Want me see the goal of the meditation advance. Approach it in a serious, not in a nonchalance. Tell them the truth and achievement over indifference. Show the rationale in how you make sense. How you make sense. They say everything haphazard, there's no master plan. His foundation is in the holy mountain. I still see I in lion in a Zion. Just the battlefield made him reparation. Right now, gap up the disparities, the thing this way. To do things for people like them really press for time. Them have to keep up in the routine. have to fight for them sanctity, for them peace of mind. Sometimes it's just too many pieces to harmonize. Some people take it out on innocent when things not go right. Like I found them call flagrant man a ball game night. If it happen right and the light, it cause a feedback white. Well deserved, apologize and speaking well contrite. Is either salvage or sincerity in a them visualize. It is the ruinous relativity of what and why they try. It was a reasonless tale of power tripping spies, and the outrage of the public was declared outright. Outrage where the people have power to decide, where the people have freeness and human rights. Using carefulness in a speech in our talk criticize. The little youth we have pissed up the by candlelight. Not much to be expected when it comes to dinner time. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. If you never count your blessings, you can use this time. In the countries where not torn up in a wartime strife. And is it a better place from where you stand to speak your right? And do you get a better taste of the quality of life? A whole continent of Ethiopian from long time before split up and borderline, cause the barbed wire divide. All humanity have the same needs right across time. Use the time. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. Whether civil rights or whether human rights, the fight remain vague if you don't put specific name beside. Manipulated in the laws that don't specify that the freedom is for whom and the penalty for why. It's a bad time to play put all jokes aside. When the world is in transition, technological slides to demonstrate what is the upgrade speed in a sound bite. Make sure we have a knowledge, we defend your rights. From you know they want cap it from the courtroom, not shy. Instead they retain, not be alone, we broke your life. Until you see, said them they sitting, this will be a vibe. Humble show the king in a behavior wise. Humble show the king in a behavior wise. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. If you never count your blessing, you can use this time. They got work